What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for a new daily news video where we are gonna discuss that time is not running out, but the clock is ticking, and things need to happen really soon because that's what we've been talking about basically for weeks now when nothing really has happened as of now. And it's getting closer now. It's getting real because in a couple of days, 2 3 days, everybody's back in training. The players we are trying to sell, the players we potentially could sell, and only one new player, and that's Timothy Weah. It's getting real, in about 12 days. I think it is. We play our first preseason game. Not sure who it is against Real Madrid. Maybe Milan. I'm not sure which the first game is. Excuse me. But that's in 12 games, and in a month, and let's say in a month and 2 weeks time, we play on a Sunday evening away to Udinese. So it's getting extremely close now as we're speaking, and it's getting real. Like reality is kind of kicking in now, little by little. That the work that still needs to be done is huge. Like it's a massive job, and it feels like at this moment in time, it's moving a bit too slowly to actually be very optimistic in Allegri 4.0, I'm gonna say. But yeah, that's what we're gonna discuss. So let's get into it. Please like the video first, and let's go. Okay, like I said, preseason is underway now, or like in 2 3 days it's underway. Everybody's coming back. If I'm going off Allegri's post Udinese timeline, Monday all players should be back in training or like in training for the fitness test, and on Tuesday Allegri should be back to have his first training session again with the group of players, a group of players that will look very similar, bar Paredes leaving, Di Maria leaving, and Zakaria Mikani and Arthur coming back, probably Cambiaso and Rovella as well, but Pellegrini, it's the same thing as we are speaking now, with a lot of question marks, like extremely a lot of question marks that needs to be resolved really quickly. One of the question marks is obviously it's nothing to do with players, and is, are we gonna pay the Conference League? I think we're all hoping not, because that will probably be a 1 year ban, and a fine. It's getting close now because it's mid-July almost, and they need to make a decision now because other teams need to know, are we going to be in the Conference League or not? Are we going to be in the Conference League or not? So that decision is getting into scary hours, because if that gets delayed to next season, the issues, the implications could be massive if we lose another bunch of money into the next season. But player-wise, we're kind of losing out on Parisi. According to Di Marzio, like it's getting closer and closer to Fiorentina. The deal with Fiorentina. So that's probably not going to happen. The I want to say the next deal we're working on is actually nothing incoming. Like there's a lot of talks, but maybe it's probably gonna be Milinkovic-Savic. Although I have a feeling he's not really priority at this moment in time. It feels like something that, I don't know. It feels like the Chiesa deal. If people remember the Chiesa deal, it never felt like we were actually gonna sign Chiesa. It was maybe towards the end of the transfer season. If we have some cash, whatever, we can go for Chiesa, and then it actually happened in 1 week's time. Like it kicked off Monday, and like Thursday it was like, yeah, it's done deal, we're signing Chiesa. But like all summer long it was a feeling of, yeah, Chiesa's name, excuse me, is out there, but it's not really needed. It's not really a player we're actually looking for, maybe not. And then it happened, and that's kind of the vibes I'm getting with Milinkovic-Savic. Now Di Marzio said that Lotito wants 40 million euros, no players included. That's what he wants. He also added that before we handed Rabiot that new deal, we had real talks with Lazio, concrete talks with Lazio about this. So did Inter before they signed Fratesi. He also said Inter are still in the race. Maybe, could be true. But both teams, so Juve and Inter, they told Lotito 40 million is too much. And that's what I said during a live I did on Friday evening. So yesterday, nobody, and when nobody, I said Italian teams are in for him. They're not going to pay 40 million euros for Savic. So he needs to put pressure. If he wants to leave and Juve can assure him, we will bring you in if the price is right, he needs to start putting pressure on Lotito because he stayed many times, said no to big moves, but he needs to be putting pressure on Lotito then, saying, you know what, I'm not going to sign a new deal. I'm going to walk on a free. It is what it is. So lower your demands, whatever. I really want this move because otherwise this is not going to happen. Is it fair towards Lazio? No. They want 40 million, then they should be asking 40 million. But then that deal is absolutely not going to happen whatsoever, But it was interesting that before Rabiot, we were actually really in for him. Was that maybe it's too much? So let's keep Rabiot. Di Marzio also added that the focus is now on selling Zakaria, selling McKennie, and he linked that to generating cash and bringing in Milinkovic-Savic. That brings me to the second part of the show. If we sell Zakaria and McKennie, and let's say we do sell them for a total of 40 million euros, is it smart to spend that money on Savic when we need left back, right winger, and potentially center back as well? Is that smart when you have Miretti, Rovella, Fagioli, Pogba, Locatelli, Rabiot in that midfield? I like Savic, but I think the priorities at this moment in time are different. They are others, and I'm not even talking about potentially replacing a Chiesa or a Vlahovic or a Bremer. I don't know. I'm just going off what we need as of now. How this team is constructed now. What do we need? And it's not really Milinkovic-Savic number-wise. Now, if you tell me we're going to move on Miretti, move on Rovella and whatever, and Pogba is, well, the club doesn't believe he will stay fit, which I think we all have a feeling about that, then okay, fine. But we still need a left back. And that doesn't mean we're missing out on Parisi, that we don't need to sign a left back. We do. We need a right back and we need right wingers. So let's see how that will develop. But that's kind of the story of Savic. I think if that's going to happen, it's going to be for the second part of the transfer market. And if not, I think he's just going to leave. I don't think he's going to sign a new deal. I would be shocked if he signs a new deal with Lazio. I would. But let's see how that will go. Second part of the show, Domenico Berardi, because that story is kind of picking up a little bit of pace. That Giuntoli wants to bring in Berardi. I don't even know where to start with Berardi. I think I've said it so many times. I don't like his mentality. I just don't like him as a player. I think he's very slow, for the highest level. If you want to compete again for the big things, I don't see that in him. The moment he said, I don't really want to move because I don't want to fight for my place. I want to be a starter. That puts me off completely, and I will never ever forget that. Because that tells me you're not really a winner. You just love a very comfortable, easy situation. That's what you like. That's why he's at Sassuolo. He's being paid a lot of money at Sassuolo. You'll be surprised if you know how much. It's 3.5 plus bonuses. Crazy money for a player playing at Sassuolo. He's always there. There's absolutely no pressure whatsoever, because I have been at Sunday league games, and I'm exaggerating, with more fans than when Sassuolo play at home and there are Sassuolo fans. Like, Sassuolo are an extremely small club. They don't have a big fan base. They actually have a very, very small fan base. It's actually crazy that they're playing in Serie A with that type of fan base, but they have a lot of money. It's very easy. There's no pressure. That's why he was willing to stay and not make that move. And so many times he could have joined us years back. Inter, then again us, Milan, Roma. He always said no because of this. I don't want that. Like, I want to have players who are hungry, who are not scared, who want to take on this big challenge, want to prove it to themselves, to the club, to the world, whatever. And I just absolutely have not seeing that, and I don't see that in Domenico Berardi. I think he's 28 as well. He should not be a player we should be in for at all. And yes, he scores a lot of goals in Serie A and he does well for Sassuolo, but no, absolutely no. Like it puts me off. Like it puts me off that we're in for him and that he could be potentially a real target for us this summer, and be playing for us for a couple of seasons. So that's the situation as of now. Again, I will end this video like I've done excuse so many times. Hopefully, it will kick off next week. Like I've said it like three weeks in a row now, and it didn't really kick off, but it needs to kick off because things need to become clear. How are we gonna play? Who's gonna say? Who's gonna be here? All these things are very up in the air now, and it's not really good because we play in a month and a half time, first game of the season. In 10 days time, we are in the US for our preseason, and we only brought in Weah, and we have so many things still to be done. So again, hopefully some real news starting from next week, because usually during the weekend not a lot of things happen. So let's see how that will develop. Thanks everybody for watching. If you want this jersey, you can buy it in our shop now. It sits perfectly. It sits well. Very good. I'm surprised. Link for that underneath the video. I will be back on Sunday live, same hour as usual. Maybe we have something to talk about, maybe not, but I will be live, so stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys then again Sunday, and probably next week a lot more, because surely things are gonna happen. No, but yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys.